Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be looking at a band called Apotheus, or Apotheus, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Never heard of the band before, so had to do a little bit of research, but I didn't really find very much, unfortunately. All I found is that Apotheus are a Portuguese melodic metal band from Paços de Ferreira or Porto, Portugal. I hope I pronounced all of that correctly. If not, I do apologise. The band was founded in 2008, and to date they've got one demo, one EP, one single, one full-length studio album, and the track I'm going to be looking at is from a new album coming out on October 31st of this year. Now, the track I'm going to be looking at is a track called Caves of Steel. I do have some lyrics up here which were posted underneath the video on YouTube, so thankfully I have some lyrics to go by, but I can't really go too much further in depth with the band because I don't know much else about them. I couldn't find anything. So it's going to be interesting. It says there that they're a melodic metal band. I've also seen them described as a melodic death metal band. I've also seen them described as a progressive metal band, so I'm a little curious to see exactly which one is the correct description. So yeah, not really much else to say about it, so I think we'll just jump straight into the track and see where this goes. So, Caves of Steel by Apotheus. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to pause that right there because this is actually very, very interesting. Musically, absolutely love it. I love the intro to that song. You know, it's got a very cool melodic, you know, it's got sort of keyboard sound in there. It's really good. The music is really quite heavy and very, very enjoyable. And it opened up the actual song with some harsh, growled vocals, but then it swapped into some sort of very clean vocals, which I was not expecting at all. But again, sounds really, really good. Now, this, I'm not sure exactly what it seems to be talking about, but it seems to be talking about the state of the world, and the fact that people are so busy looking at how things used to be that they're not paying attention to the way that the world is going. Possibly, I could be wrong. It came in with, look around and see. Is this everything you want to be? Fate does not look bright. Under this cold dying light, we will fear the night. And then it came in with the chorus. Won't you see the world how it is and stop believing in a past life long gone? We don't even know why. You see the world how it is and stop believing in a past life long gone. We don't know why. So it's almost like saying, look, just wake up, stop seeing the world how you think it should be. Don't remember the world the way it was several years ago, how it was when you were younger. Look at the state of the world now. Do something about it and fix it, rather than just letting it go to wreck and ruin. Seems to be. I could be wrong. So far, very interesting. Carry on.
Consequence of our post. We know this can't last. Won't you see the world how it is, and stop believing in a past life long gone? We don't even know why you see the world how it is, and stop believing in a past life long gone. We don't know why. Won't you see the world how it is, and stop believing in a past life long gone? We don't even know why you see the world how it is, and stop believing in a past life long gone. We don't know why.
That's actually very, very interesting. Now, what I was saying before, looking at the state of the world it is, that they make a reference to the Caves of Steel, the name of the track. Now, given the video as well, they sort of show the camera going underground, so it's almost as if it's depicting like fallout shelters in like a post-apocalyptic world, and it shows these individual single people in very small sort of constricted rooms, all by themselves. Some of them going mad, some of them, even hanging themselves and stuff like that. Excuse me. So is that sort of highlighting, the fact that we're sort of isolating ourselves from everybody else. We're isolating ourselves from the world. We're more concerned with our own self-preservation than actually saving the world as a whole. But the thing is, if we continue living the way we are, A, the world is going to be destroyed, and B, we're going to have no one to turn to. We're going to have no friendship, no companionship. We're just going to be by ourselves. We're going to drive ourselves mad, and probably sooner or later drive ourselves to the edge of suicide. Because, we'll have... There'll be such division between mankind that nobody will have anybody. We'll just be living these isolated lives. There'll be no society, no social interactions or anything. It's quite an interesting track. I love the visuals of the video. It was a fantastically done video, and the song was very, very good. Like I said before, it wasn't what I was expecting, especially those clean vocals. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I've seen them described as a melodic death metal band, a melodic metal band, and a progressive metal band. But I'm not sure if any of those are actually accurate descriptions of that track. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the album sounds like, I don't know what their other music sounds like. But it was very interesting, very, very different. And But the two vocal styles were very well executed. The death metal growls were brilliantly executed, very clear, very concise, very well performed. And the clean vocals got a very, very good voice. Again, very, very clean, very well executed. Brilliant piece of music. And the music itself was brilliantly done as well. They had a little bit of electronic in there. They had the keyboards and piano and whatnot in there. It was very, very good. Very, very interesting. I would really like to hear something else of theirs. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've been around since 2008, so they've been around for a good 11 years. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for the new album. Like I said, comes out October 31st. So be very interested to hear the rest of their album, see how the rest of the album sort of goes, because that might be an outlier of a track, that might be very different from their usual style, I don't know. I'm going to have to see if I can find their other album as well, just to get a more rounded idea of what the band sounds like. So yes, I quite like that. I'm very interested to hear other stuff by them. Very, very good. Very, very good. But can't really think of much else to say about it, really. So I'm going to leave that as it is. If anybody would like to suggest a track for me to react to, then please do so by all means. You can drop a comment in the comment section below, or message me on my Facebook or my Instagram, or you can even message me through my Patreon, where you could also help to support me and help me create more of these videos in the future, perhaps even increase the quality of these videos. Because I can't actually monetize any of my work on YouTube, since it contains copyrighted content. All the money from the videos goes to the bands in question. So, any small amount of help is really greatly appreciated. Do know, though, if you do make a suggestion, it might take me a while to get around to it, since I get suggested so many different tracks every single day. For every one video I make, I get suggested like another 12 tracks to check out. So it will, my list grows so fast, it's unbelievable. But I do write down every suggestion I get, so it will get done eventually. It's just going to take me a while to get around to it. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are a British-based charity whose main goal is to put an end to hate crimes, especially those aimed towards those of the alternative culture. Obviously, they want to help put an end to all hate crimes, but the alternative culture is the main reason behind the creation of this foundation. And it's something I believe in very, very strongly. It's something I feel needs so much more attention than it really gets. Because every day all around the world we hear about various other hate crimes like sexism, racism, homophobia, transphobia, religious hatred. We hear about all of this sort of stuff every single day. But what we're not hearing enough about is these people who are getting violently and viciously attacked just because of the style of music and clothes that they're into. And, people are getting really badly hurt. People are getting severely injured and sometimes even hospitalised just because they like alternative music. And it's unacceptable that this is happening. Why would you attack someone because of their taste in music? What effect does it have on your life, really? There is none. There is no effect that it has on your life. What someone does in their own personal time is their own business, and you have no say in what they do. You don't attack someone because they like different movies to you or different TV shows to you, do you? You don't beat 10 shades of shite out of someone because they like vanilla ice cream instead of chocolate chip ice cream, do you? It's a nonsensical thing. It makes no sense. It achieves nothing, but it still happens. And like I said, people are getting really badly hurt. People are getting hospitalised because of this. And when it comes to the point where a young woman, this Sophie Lancaster, loses her life just because of her taste in music, things have gone far beyond ridiculous. Things have gone way too far, and it's unacceptable that this should happen. It's unacceptable that it did happen, and we for damn sure cannot let this sort of thing happen again. And this is exactly what the Sophie Lancaster Foundation is about. They want to put an end to this prejudice. They want to put an end to this hatred. They don't want to see another family go through what they went through when they had to watch their daughter slowly die just because a group of small-minded people couldn't accept the fact that she was essentially different, because she didn't like the same stuff as they did. But had they taken the time to get to know her, they would have found out that she was a lovely person. She would talk to anybody. She would be friendly with anybody. She had no preconceived ideas about who a person was just because of their taste in music. But this group of people, just because she was dressed as a goth, just because she clearly liked alternative music, they found that to be unacceptable to them, and they thought it was an acceptable thing for them to violently attack them because they didn't like it. And it's not acceptable. It should never, ever come to that. It shouldn't happen, and it needs to stop. So if you'd like to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to their website in the description below. You can pop over there, find out what they're working on at the moment, find out what their goal is, because they can explain it a lot better than I can. And if you can help them in any way, even something as simple as one of these Sophie wristbands, the smallest amount can make the biggest difference. And the sooner we bring more attention to this, the sooner we can help to stamp out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere. But I'm going to leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.